Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 14th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning earlier than I wanted to, but wasn't too bad. I've not been sleeping with a damn lately. I've been averaging between 3 and 4 hours of sleep last, I don't know, 6 days or so now, probably, something like that. So yeah, it is what it is. It just living life, I guess. My brain doesn't want to shut off, and it just kind of becomes a thing. I did get a couple naps, like an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, an hour of sleep, a couple times this week, so it adds up a little bit, but still kind of sucks in the process. But I got up though, got around. Wife was getting up and around for work. She ended up oversleeping. She had screwed up her alarm, and when I woke up, I'm like, hey, shouldn't you already be like up and around right now? Like, there's really no reason. Like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I know I set my alarm and yada yada. So I even asked her last night if she said it. She said she did, but she didn't look. Usually when I ask her, she'll verify it by pulling her phone over and checking it and verifying it's on, and not the case today. So yeah, so she was kind of rushing around to get out of there, and not a big deal. She still made it to work on time, and she's salary, and she works like 1,000 hours a month, so it's fine. She's always working weekends and working late at night and working from home and always working over. Skips every single lunch. I don't recall last time she took a break. Like, there was, I don't know, she probably takes 20 lunch breaks a year, if that. So yeah, and usually that's when she's basically taking lunch break to take her dad to a doctor's appointment, or if she has to go see a dentist or that kind of thing. So she's got plenty of hours in. Not a big deal there at all. So not a problem, but it is what it is. So I went and grabbed the dog out of the office, got her outside, grabbed my egg and my water, got outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got my soak on, and she's doing pretty good here with the new dog that I'm fostering. And there's a few little things and whatnot, but overall she's a pretty good dog. So yeah, went ahead from there. We were kind of chilling out. I had another dog getting dropped off today that I had reached out to the owner and asked if I could basically use her dog as a guinea pig to test this dog's behavior on other dogs, because the owners of this dog have said there's been some incidents at dog parks and different things that she thinks it's the other dogs that are starting the fights, but it is what it is, which happens at times, but hard to tell until I get here and see it. So they finally reached out, and the owner of the dog had some other stuff going on. She couldn't get away, so she sent an employee over to drop the dog off, which that employee was going to be taking the dog to daycare anyway, so it was actually closer to my place than it was the regular daycare that we go. So worked out good for him, and I offered her the day for free. So dog got here. I stuck the dog I'm fostering in the office, and she got a little bit ornery and a little bit noisy in the office when I brought the new dog in, and put him out in the backyard, let him kind of get out there and pee on some stuff and kind of see the yard again, because he's here a lot. Great dog, love the dog, he's awesome. He's the one I tried to trade my Corvette for years ago, and the owner laughed at me. She thought about it. She's like, no, I can't. But told the family that if she dies before the dog does, I get the dog, because the dog likes me more than anybody else in her family. So I was like, cool. Not that I'm hoping or wishing death on her, but I would have taken that dog in a heartbeat. So I left him out there a little bit. I was gonna bring him back in to do the meet and greet in the living room, and then I thought, no, I'll do it outside and see how it goes down. So I went ahead and hooked a leash up to the new dog, and that way I could if I need to grab the leash and stuff, pull her away if things went sideways. I also went ahead and put a training collar on her, which has to vibrate the sound, and the shock collar, which I turned the shock collar way up in case things went horribly bad, which the owner was 100% behind. I told her that's what in order to do this, I wanted that. She understood 100%. She actually agreed with it. Thought it was really safe that we could break up a squabble if it got bad. Sounds like a couple of the squabbles at the park got pretty bad on her. So yeah, there's that. So I was like, oh, let's see how it goes down. So went ahead, and after I let Bistro enjoy the yard a little bit, I was like, time to just let him out and see how it goes down. So opened the door, let her out, and she spotted him and just flat out ran. I thought it was gonna be on. Like, she took off after him, like straight on, like bad energy. And I was like, shit, this ain't good. And I didn't want to chase after him, didn't want to yell, I didn't want to put the energy out there, trying to keep my calm, assertive energy. So I kind of hustled over there in a nice little slow, meandering, normal pace kind of thing, not like sprinting over, but in a nice little hurried pace, I guess would be the best way to put it. So get there, and they meet nose to nose, and they kind of get a little sniffing in, they're kind of back and forth, and they wander around a little bit, and Bistro is pretty much ignoring her, like, hey, whatever, do your thing, kind of chill out kind of scenario. So we're all good there. I was like, yeah, we'll see how it goes down. And it's not too bad, and it's I don't know, 30 seconds so. So I whipped my camera. I didn't straight out break into a fight. So pull my camera out, start to film it. I want to be able to document it for the owner, and also I want to be able to show the future possible foster parents that may be adopting this dog how she is. You know, this is how she does, this is how she met the dog, so on and so forth. So I can help them find a new home, which is basically all I'm doing right now. So I was like, cool, let's see how this goes down. So I went ahead and said, hell with it, and basically watched them, and it was less than a minute. She got pretty aggressive on it. I noticed her hair went all up. The energy changed. They'd sniffed there, walked around the tree, came back, and like all of her hair went straight up. She was really like aggro. I was like, just kind of let it go, kind of seeing how it goes. And she jumped up on him and was trying to be aggressive. And I gave her a good scolding and told her to put her hair down and stuff. And she ran over like around the fire pit because he kind of got away from her after the yell. She's like, hey, am I in trouble? I'm like, no, you're good. You're being a good boy. She's being a bad girl. So went ahead, said heck with it. And she chilled out a little bit. She didn't listen quite as good as it was. So I called her over, put her in heel, got her back under control, got her energy down, got her hair back down, let her play again. And then they got some chase in, they got some different stuff, but I still don't trust her enough I would never leave them alone. Like even by going inside to like grab a different drink or grab a cigar or something, I brought at least one of them. Most of the time I brought both of them in. If I went inside for any reason or going outside and they're in the house, I'd take at least one or both out with me at all times. That way they're not alone. I don't trust either one of them. I don't trust her with him to be left alone. So I was like, hey, here's where we are. So we basically chilled out. It took a while, and they started playing good. They got some good running in. Once they got some good chase in, and she realized he was willing to play with her and like, you know, kind of chase and run. And he got a little loud. He likes to get loud when he plays. He gets a little bit vocal, which came from daycare. She goes to one of those giant daycares and stuff. She's been to like 3 or 4 of them, and they get rambunctious. And then he's so damn big, he gets isolated back off the side because they're like, oh, he's the one being aggressive. No, he's not. But all these other dogs it's a constant bark fest and stuff. So they're kind of, in a way, they're kind of ruining him too because he's so damn loud with it. So had to have a talk with him a couple times, keep him quiet because I didn't want him barking so loud because I was afraid that energy would then stir her up worse. So but overall, it was a pretty good day. We had some play, they'd rest, some play, they'd rest, and then it's just so damn hot outside. We headed back inside a couple different times, in and out of the house a few times. Everything went smooth. And for the most part, even inside, got a little bit of play, and he don't like to play inside. He's really not an inside playing dog, which partly is because over the years, I told him not to play inside. And at his house, where he lives, they never have dogs over. So he doesn't play in the house. All the play here, most of the play, I should say 98% of the play is done here, is done outside. You're not allowed to play in my house, especially with 100+ pound dogs. Shit gets broke real easily. So yeah, so he knows he's not supposed to play in the house. So we're like all cool with that. So went ahead, said held it, and then just kind of in and out today. It went well, wasn't great, didn't make me have warm fuzzies. I was hoping that she would not show any aggression and she would just show that like just that calm energy, and she doesn't have it. Like even in the house when they're together and we tried just to let him lay down and calm down, she just couldn't stay down. Like he'd jump on the couch just chilling out, she'd come and just bug him and just torment him, and not good for me because I'm trying to also decide if I want to foster this dog or adopt this dog forever and keep it. And I just don't think she's a great fit for my business because it's one of those situations where if she's constantly rounding up dogs all the time, like that's bad for my business because I'm gonna have dogs that come here that aren't socialized very well, that don't get along with their dogs, and they're gonna lash out and they're gonna attack her, and then she's gonna attack back, and it's gonna be a whole thing. And if something really bad happens, then I've shut down my whole business, and that's how I make my living, and I don't want to shut down my business and start a new living. So yeah, there's that. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep her just from today off and on the whole thing, which is sad because she seems like a great dog. Like she wants to teach, she wants to please, she wants to listen, but the first couple of years I watched her, she was here quite a bit, and holy crap, she was awesome. I mean, she's beautiful, she's well behaved, she socialized so well with the dogs, she played so good, she took breaks, she wasn't always like ramped up. I think part of it is the fact the last couple of years they just haven't been taking her anywhere. They haven't been traveling, they haven't been bringing her to me. She's got a different work schedule, so she's been at home, and I don't think they just don't mess with them. So yeah, I think it sucks because they ruined this dog in 2.5, 3 years since I've seen him probably, and it sucks because the dog was such a good dog. Like holy crap, it was such a good dog. And it is not now. Like, it is literally in that world of, that's muddy as shit right there. But it is literally like, if I wasn't doing this business, she'd make a great dog for me, because I could pick which dogs I interact with. But if I have to start picking every dog that I can and can't watch because of her, that's a lot of money in my pocket. And if something happens bad, I lose my whole business over, it's not worth the risk, because I didn't take this on to begin with. They did, and then I was choosing not to keep her. So mostly because they ruined her. So hey, what can I do? But yeah, went ahead, chill out there. The owner reached out, said employees gonna come pick the dog up. So came pick the dog up, and wife had got home from work before then. We were out back. She came outside, and it was funny because Bistro, the one we like so much, actually was the one that ran up on her quicker and kind of run into her a little bit. And the dog that we're fostering was actually did a better thing of meeting my wife when she came home from work than the one that we like so much. So, but yeah, they came, picked up Bistro, and then after that, I changed with my run. Got back from my run and basically chilling out there. Went ahead and jumped in the hot tub, jumped in the ice bath. I got the water temperature down to mid 60s, very nice, and chilled out in the ice bath a little bit. Got myself a shower. We talked about running downtown to Beachside to grab a couple more drinks in that little bingo thing, whatever, that wife said she didn't want to do that. So, and again, I'm not eating for some reason. I'm not hungry. I don't know what it is. So I skipped dinner. I had my hard-boiled egg and banana for breakfast. Had a banana before my run, hard-boiled egg after my run, a little bit of chocolate milk also after my run, and that's all I've had so far today. So went ahead after that, headed back outside the dog, chilled out there. Had my neighbor who has to go over to Orlando to take some testing for the new job she got, that didn't realize that she had to have these different tests taken, and she failed it last time, and they're cost like $40 each time to take the test. She didn't have the $40 to take the test again, and it's a mess. So I asked her, I said, hey, do you need to borrow some money? And she's like gas money and pay for the test stuff, because I know you need to take this test, you can get back to work. She said yes. So I went ahead and sent her over $100 on Cash App. That way she has it. And I said, we'll just work it off, clean my father-in-law's house, whatever, and at your hourly rate, and we'll basically run a tally down until it gets to zero, and then we'll start over again if we need to. And she was super excited about that, because she was desperate, didn't know how to get the money. It's not like she had a friend that was going to take her, and it's not like the friend might be the one that was willing to drive her. And I assume at that point, maybe the friend was picking up the gas too, I don't know. But it sounds like they are hoping to take her car, because it's more reliable than her friend's car too, as well. So yeah, hopefully the test goes well. It's tomorrow, so she's studying and all that. I asked her if she wanted me or Karen to help her study, and she's like, maybe. I got a bunch of flashcards and stuff that I need to go over. But I'm like, if you want us to, let us know, we'll help you. And she thinks she's got it covered. I don't know how bad she failed the test last time. I don't know if she missed it by 1 point or missed it by 40 points. I don't know. So who knows? Wishing her luck for tomorrow. So yeah, we also, wife and I, discussed going out this weekend and doing something, and we're not really sure we're doing yet because it's so hot, and she's still fighting with her tooth from having that root canal done, and it's really giving her a fit. She's having a lot of leftover pains from it, so she's not sure if she wants to go do anything as well. So it's just piling up. But we are going to do something. It might just be stay at home, keep the AC cranked down low, and sit around and watch stupid movies and eat garbage food all weekend. Or it might be going to like a fancy hotel, might be going to Discovery Cove. We don't know. We're looking at a bunch of things. So we know we got some friends we're meeting up with Sunday as of right now. If that still continues, wife feels up to it. We're going to hopefully meet them midday Sunday for a few hours. We're going to hang out 2 or 3 hours. So we're going to be back in the area by then. But I even asked her, I said, hey, if you want to skip that and you feel like it, let's just book a flight to Vegas. I know the last minute flight can be expensive, but who gives a shit? Just go out there, grab a cheap hotel. Oh man, that's what that was, but it was still biting the shit out of me. Oh, horsefly. But I did get it. So I said, go grab a room in Vegas and just walk around Fremont Street for a couple days. Like, I don't have to be back till Tuesday, my next dog, and you can skip Monday if you need to, or show up even midday Monday, show up half day at work, whatever kind of thing. She said, man, I can't. She goes, with everything going on at work right now, I'm so covered up. She goes, I'm really not even certain I can get away with not working this weekend. So she might have had to work part of probably Sunday after the friends leave. After we get to hang out with them, she'll probably end up working in the home office, maybe going into the office and trying to get some shit done, which sucks. I told her to stop becoming so damn valuable at work so she can skip the hell out and we can go do other things, but that is not the case, which is funny because I was talking to a couple of my friends about that, about having her skip out, and then also talking about her tooth hurt. And they're like, oh, so she's home right now? I'm like, no, she's still working. They're like, well, if her tooth hurts, I'm like, yeah, she has work to do. Like, and then one of them, like, she was willing to skip, you know, a day of work, literally second day back after like a giant break, the summer break. She was willing to skip second day of work just to go have sex with a dude. Like, well, he offered me to come over and have sex, so I was gonna skip work. And I'm like, what? Everyone's like, oh yeah, I just really felt I needed a beach day, so they'll skip work. And I'm like, holy shit, you guys have no idea. We're not the same people. Like, my wife is literally at work with a busted, her tooth's all messed up, head's hurting, everything else sucks, and she's still working all damn day. And I had like a major car wreck where I was hit by a car on my motorcycle, and I went to work. I left the ER, got a ride home for my wife, grabbed my other vehicle because my motorcycle was totaled, and then drove 30 minutes out to work with 3 giant dogs. They kept running into me with like my ankle bone. It was exposed, like ground up, road rash, all that shit, broken bones. And I still continue to work a whole week. So we are not the same people. There's just different work ethics amongst people. But I also kind of chuckle on that in my mind. And I think, oh yeah, that's why we have a bank account with money in it and they don't. Like, they're all broke shit and we're not. So it's amazing where a little work ethic can really change your bank account as well. So, but yeah, after that, got that all chilled out, and then brain wasn't going to sleep. So kissed my wife goodnight, went back out for another cigar, and then hung out with the dog. Came in to get her some treats. Then I couldn't find her, so where did she go? She's already in the office, laid down on her bed. I got her little bed there, which the owners claim she can't have a bed because she'll tear up anything, phone, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because you guys don't interact with her. Like, she's so bored out of her mind at your place because you guys have isolated her to one small part of the house that she's, of course, she's gonna tear up anything she can get her hands on. So here, she's got tons of interaction with us, and she's not gonna tear up our shit. So, but she was already in the bedroom, and in the office on her bed. So I went there and gave her a few treats, told her she's a good dog, and then headed in, watched a little bit of Castle, and had myself a bowl of sour cream and onion chips, and that was my dinner. Wrapped it up and called it a night. So, oh, also my permit for my garage, they're supposed to come and inspect it for my garage slab so I can pour it. Turns out the city won't come inspect it because they screwed up and my permit has expired. So they will not inspect it until I get the permit reinstated. So waiting to find out if that's gonna happen, which may or may not happen because there's a moratorium on building anything new in town. So who knows? We'll see if that goes down. But yeah, as of right now, I am just dead in the water with a bunch of plastic draped across part of my yard. My yard's all torn to shit and it's a mess. So yay, wish me luck. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.